Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Mr. Zabron Ernest, maths teacher from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. So this is the continuation of the previous videos, almost 7 previous videos on numbers, integers, powers, and roots. Okay, now we have this question here which says match each calculation with its answer. So normally these questions are mental questions or mental calculations. That means we don't need a calculator in doing these types of questions. Okay, so let us start. We have 0.7 times 1000. So 0.7 times 1000, ignore a decimal point, just keep these 3 zeros next to each other. And you can see that we have one decimal place, so count one number from the right side, and the decimal point will be there. So you cancel this 0, the number becomes 0700. You can also cancel this 0, and the answer becomes 700. So you match that with 700. Here we go. And then you do 70 times 0.1. 70 times 0.1. What we do, 0.1 is a fraction, is the same as 70 times 1/10. So cancel this 0, cancel that 0, you remain with 7. So 70 matches with 7. Here we go. And then you go for, we have, the next number is 70 divided by 0.01. Now this is the same as 70 divided by, write 0.01 as a fraction, that will be 1/100, and then do reciprocal. This will be 70/1 times 100/1. See that? So the numerator will be 70 times 100, and the denominator will be 1 times 1. So 70 times 100, just focus on the whole numbers. That is 7 times 1 is 7. Then put the zeros next to each other. So over 1, the answer remains 7,000. Okay, so we got 7,000, and this matches with 1 minute. Yes, here we go. So 700 divided by 0.01, the answer we got is 7,000. So cool. Then we go to next one. This was 700 divided by 1/100. So the answer will be 7,000. Okay. So let us go to the next page. Okay, this is the page. Here we go. Let me try to zoom out. Okay. Now this is the question. Look at the following question. We have 45.6 divided by 1.2 equals to 38. Now the question is, use this information to write down the answers to the following questions. Right, so we have 45.6 divided by 1.2 equals to 38. Now, what is 456 divided by 12? What is this? Okay. So what you can do here is write this expression here as a fraction. So this will be 45.6 over 1.2. It is known that that equals to 38. Okay, so here we have, if you look at this question, this is 456. But in here we have 45.6. Now how can you make 45.6 be equal to 456? See that? Good. Now the idea is, take this number 45.6, multiply by 10. See that? And you have 1.2 here, and this is 12. So how do we do that? We take this number 1.2, multiply by 10. Now we have multiplied by 10 here. We have multiplied by the numerator. We have multiplied 10 by the numerator, and we have multiplied the denominator by 10. Now if you look at this number is 38 over 1. So the same applies to multiply the numerator by 10 and multiply the denominator by 10. Okay, let us see what will happen. 45.6 times 10, the answer is 456. And 1.2 times 10, the answer is 12. When you look at the right hand side, this will be 38 times 10, that will be 380. 1 times 10, that will be equal to 10. Can you see that? Now here we have 456 divided by 12. And this is our question. So what is 380 divided by 10? 380 divided by 10, cancel that 0, cancel that 0. The answer is 38. So here the answer is 38. And you can check that using a calculator. This is the calculator. You can try to check your answer using calculator. That means 456 divided by 12. The answer is 38. So our answer is correct. You can pause this video and try to copy these calculations. Otherwise, let's move on with the next question. Okay, now we have part B. The question is 45.6 divided by 1.2. The answer is 38. Use this information to write down the answers to the following. Okay, we still have the same question, which is 45.6 divided by 1.2. The answer is equal to 38. Okay, how can we use this information over here to find the answer of 38 times 1.2? Okay, so what we do is simply, okay, so what we do, write this as a fraction. This will be 45.6 over 1.2. This equals to 38. Now we are looking for 38 times 1.2. So 38 times 1.2. In other words, multiply this equation by 1.2, multiply by 1.2. See that? So this 1.2 will cancel. We're going to remain with 45.6 equals to 38 multiplied by 1.2. Now see that? This is our question. What is 38 times 1.2? So you can pause the video and try to figure out what is the answer from here. Okay? But what is the answer? We have seen that 45.6 equals to 38 times 1.2. So in other words, 38 times 1.2, the answer is 45.6. See that? Cool, yeah? All right. We still have to use the same information to work out what is 3.8 times 1.2. So we go back to the information given. The information given is 45.6 divided by 1.2. The answer is 38. Now what is 3.8? What is 3.8 times 1.2? Okay. Now what we do is write this as a fraction. This is 45.6 over 1.2 equals to 38. Okay, so you can just write that 38 is a fraction, so keep it 38 over 1. Now you can note that here is 3.8 times 1.2. But here we have 38. You see that? Now, what you are going to do is first multiply by 1.2, multiply by 1.2 on both sides. This will cancel. Now this will be 45.6 equals to 38 times 1.2, right? Now look at this. The question says find the value, find the answer for 3.8 times 1.2. But here we have got 38 times 1.2. So what are we going to do? What we are going to do is see how we can make 3.8 out of 38. So in other words, you divide by 10. 38 divided by 10, that will be 3.8. Now, when you divide by 10 on this side, you also have to divide by 10 on that side. See that? Right. Now, 38 divided by 10, that is equal to 3.8. Okay, times 1.2. Now, this is our question. See that? But when you have 45.6 divided by 10, just move this decimal place over here, and the answer becomes 4.56. See that? Now, if you go back to the question, you find that 3.8 times 1.2, 3.8 times 1.2, the answer is 4.56. So here you write, the answer is 4.56. And you can pause the video and try to check your answer using a calculator. That will be 3.8 multiplied by 1.2. What is the answer? So is 4.56. So we are correct. Let us go to next page. Let's go to next page. Write these numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest. Okay, we have to start with the smallest. All right. Welcome back. Right, I just paused this video to find out something outside there. Now here we go. Write these numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest. Okay, now remember I taught you how to work out the square roots, the powers, and the cube roots. Okay, so square root of 25 is equal to a 5, and 3 power 2 equals to 3 times 3, and that gives you 9. Okay, so this is 9. Cube root of 64 is which number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you 64. So 4 times 4 times 4, is this going to be equal to 64? The answer is yes. So cube root of 64, the answer is 4. And how about 0.2 square? 0.2 square is the same as 0.2 times 0.2. And ignore the decimal places, just do 2 times 2. The answer is 4, and count number of decimal places. You have 1 decimal place, you have 1 decimal place over here. So 2 decimal places, so count 2 numbers. 1 is 4, another one will be 0, and the answer is 0.04. So the answer is 0.04. Now, what is the smallest number? The smallest number, just look at these numbers because these are the ones which will be easy to compare. So the smallest number is 0.04. But do you know what to write? We write 0.2 square. 0.2 square. Don't write this number. This number was there to help you to know that the smallest number is 0.2 square. Now, what is the next smallest after 0.04? Now, the next smallest will be this number 4. But do you know what we are going to write? We are going to write cube root of 64. See that? Then the next smallest will be this 5 here, but we don't write 5, we just write square root of 25. And the largest of all will be this 9, but we don't write this 9. What we write is 3 square. See that? Cool, yeah? Okay, then we'll go to next question. The next question is over here. The next question is over here. So let us see. Write the missing numbers in the box. Alright, something missing, you keep that missing number as a letter, so you are good to go. On the left hand side we have 40.4. Let me write properly. We have 40.4 times 7, that equals to y times 35, where y is our missing number over here. Okay, now how do we move from here? This is 40.4 times 7. 40.4 times 7. Leave that as like the way how it is. Y times 35, that is 35y. Now we are looking for how much y is. So what we do, divide by 35 on both sides. Divide by 35. So 35 and 35 will cancel. So y will remain over there. By 7, this is 1. By 7, this is 5. Okay? So you do 40.4 divided by 5. So here comes 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Subtract that, the remainder is 0. Put this decimal point over here. Drop a 4 here. Then this will be equal to 4 divided by 5 is not possible. So pull out just add a 0, and this will be 4 divided by 5 was not possible, so here you add a 0, and then 40 divided by 5, that is 8. 8 times 5, that is 40. Subtract the remaining 0. Okay, so 8.08 is our missing number here. 8.08 is our missing number, and you can do that using a calculator. 40.4 divided by 5. The answer is 8.08. So that's correct over there. Let us continue. Jerome has 6 number cards. Jerome has 6 number cards. We have a card labeled 49, 51, 53, 55, 57, 59. which two of Jerome's numbers are prime numbers. Okay, prime numbers are, we have 53, okay, and we have 59. Okay, 49 is not a prime number because it is divisible by 1, and also is divisible by 7, and is divisible by 49 itself. So 49 has more than 2 factors. In order for the number to be a prime number, it should have only 2 factors. 51 is not a prime number. Why? It has more than 2 factors. And 55 is not a prime number. 57 is also not a prime number. So we have 2 prime numbers, which are 53 and 59. Explain why 51 is not a prime number. 51 is not a prime number. It's not a prime number because it has more than 2 factors. It has more than 2 factors. Remember, a number is said to be a prime number if it has only 2 factors. That is 1 and the number itself. Okay? Right? 51 is not a prime number because it has more than 2 factors. Right? Okay, and these factors, you can put them here, that we have 1 and 51 itself, and then you will have 3. What is 51 divided by 3? That equals to 17. See that? 17. Right? So these are factors of 51. That is why 51 is not a prime number, because it contains more than 2 factors. Okay, let us continue. Work out 177 divided by 20. Give your answer as a mixed number. So what we do here, we use long division method. Okay, we use long division method. Now, how does it look like? Just do 177 divided by 20. 1 divided by 20 is not possible. 17 divided by 20 is not possible. 177 divided by 20, that will be by 9, no. By 8, this will be 160. What is the remainder? The remainder will be 17. So give your answer as a mixed number, so the answer will be 8. So you write 8 over here, and the remainder will be the numerator, 17, whereas the denominator will be 20. See that? Right. Draw a line to match each calculation to its answer. Okay, I guess you can do this without using a calculator. 0.7 times 10. Just put the numbers next to each other like so. Ignore the decimal point. Count one number from the right. Put a decimal point over here, so this will cancel. And the answer over here is 7. Okay, so do we have 7 here? Yes, we have 7 here. So that will go like that. The next is 70 times 0.01. Now write 0.01 is a fraction. That will be 1 over 100. Cancel that 0, cancel that 0. The answer will be 7 over 10. What is 7 over 10 as a decimal? This will be 0.7. Now, do we have 0.7? Yes, we do. So this will match with 0.7. Okay, keep going. Let us delete this. Right, we have the next calculation is 7 divided by 0.01. So write 0.01 is a fraction, that will be 1 over 100, and because this is division, we have to look for reciprocal, that is 7/1 times upside down, that will be 100/1. So this will be 700/1. 700 divided by 1, the answer is 700. Now, do we have 700? Yes, we do. So this will match with this, 700. All right, you can pause the video and try the next calculation. But if you don't mind, let us move together. This is 7 divided by 0.1 as a fraction will be 1/10. And this will be 7 times 10/1. That is reciprocal. So it will be 7. 7 times 10 is 70. 1 times 1 is 1. Now 70 divided by 1, the answer is 70. Now do we have 70? Yes, we do. So this goes here. I hope that helps. Let me check if we have another calculation. No, we don't have any other calculation. Move to next page. Okay, here we go. The next page is this third problem over here. The question says there are 149 students in Hussein's school. A minibus can seat 16 students. How many minibuses are needed to seat all the students? All right, so a minibus means one minibus. See that? So one minibus can seat 16 students. Okay, but we have 149 students. The question is, how many minibuses are needed to seat all the students? So here we have X minibuses. Now we need to cross multiply to find the value of X. Right, the working would be as follows. X times 16 will be 16x equals to 1 times 149. The answer is 149. So I'm looking for how much X is. So I have to divide by 16 on both sides. Okay. And then pull out the calculator and do 149 divided by 16. Okay. See that? We are getting 9.3125. We are getting X equals to 9. Let me write properly. We are getting X equals to 9.3125. Now, because this question is asking for how many minibuses are needed, now the number of minibuses cannot be a decimal. So what we do, we take that whole number, 9, then we add 1 extra minibus. So it will be 9 plus 1 extra minibus, because the number of minibuses cannot be a decimal. So you just write 9 plus 1 extra minibus. So total minibuses will be equal to 10 minibuses. So 9 minibuses will be filled completely. Okay, 9 minibuses will be filled completely, but 1 extra minibus will seat a less number of students. Okay, so total number of minibuses, we need 10 minibuses to carry all those 149 students. So here we need 10 minibuses. Forget that. See that? So 10, that will be the answer, not 9. 9 will not be enough to carry all 149 students. Okay. Another question is here. Find the sum of the first four negative integers. Okay, negative integers. Now, if you remember, we have, if we consider this as a number line, we can try to spot the integers from 0 going to the right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Going to the left, we have -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. Now, find the sum of the first four negative integers. These are the first four negative integers. Now, the question is, what is the sum of those? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what is the sum of those numbers? So, what we do, simply add them. Okay, we take -4 plus -3 plus -2 plus -1. So the answer will be every single number is negative here. So we are adding negative numbers. So even the answer will be negative. Now negative how much? We have to add those numbers. 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, and the answer is 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So the answer is -10. So the sum of the first four negative integers, the sum is -10. I hope that helps. Now put a ring around the number that is divisible by 4. Okay, put a ring around the number that is divisible by 4. You can take a calculator and check that using a calculator. Okay, let me put our calculator over here. Good. Okay, so the number is 182. 182. Is it divisible by 4? Nope. It is giving a decimal. Now this is not divisible by 4. Try 218 divided by 4. Nope. See? Right? Another one is 281. 281 divided by 4. What do you see? Okay, getting a decimal. How about 812 divided by 4? See that? You're getting 203. Now, suppose you don't have a calculator. Suppose you don't have a calculator. How do we know that this number is divisible by 4 or is not divisible by 4? Now that is when we need divisibility test. Divisibility test of 4 says that a number is said to be divisible by 4 if the last two digits in that number is exactly divisible by 4. Now here the last two digits are 82. Now when you do 82 divided by 4, you get a decimal. That will be somewhere around 20.5. See that? And 82 divided by 4, you get 20.5. And look at the last two digits is 18. 18 divided by 4 is not possible. This leaves a remainder, and that leaves a remainder. And let us check this one. 81, the last two digits is 81. Are they divisible by 4? No, they are not divisible. Look at the last two digits. We have 12. Is 12 divisible by 4? Yes, this equals to 2. That equals to 3. So what do we have to say in conclusion? We say that put a ring around the number that is divisible by 4. The number that is divisible by 4 is 812. Okay, next is Tick to show whether each of these statements is true or false. 15 squared. 15 squared means 15 times 15, and 15 times 15 is 225. So this is true. Square root of 144 is equal to which number times itself gives you 144, so the square root of 144 is equal to 12, but here it is saying equal to 72, so that is false. How about 4 squared? 4 squared means 4 times 4, that equals to 16, and here we have square root of 64, which number times itself equals 64. That number is 8. So 4 square is 16, and the square root of 64 is 8. Now the question is 16 equal to 8? The answer is no. So you tick false. You tick false because 4 square is 16, and the square root of 64 is 8. So 16 is not equal to 8. So that answer is false. Right, here we go. Let's continue. All right, we are on this part. Here are 4 number cards. The 4 cards are arranged to make a 4-digit whole number. Explain why this number must be divisible by 3. Okay, now this number, explain why this number must be divisible by 3. To answer this question, you have to go back to divisibility test of 3. We say that the number is divisible by 3 if the sum of all digits making up the number is divisible by 3. Is divisible by 3. The number is divisible by 3 if the sum of all the digits making up the number is divisible by 3. Now let us try to see. Take 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 9. What do you see? 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, 15 plus 9 is 24. Let us check again. This will be 10, 15, 24. We can do that. Is 12, 17, 24. Now, is 24 divisible by 3? If you are not sure, take the digits of this number, which is 2 and 4, then add them. What do you get? You get 6. Now the question is 6 divisible by 3? The answer is yes. 6 divided by 3 is divisible, and the answer is 2. See that? So we say the number is divisible by 3 if the sum of all the digits making up the number is divisible by 3. So since 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 9 equals to 24, and 2 plus 4 equals to 6, hence the number must be divisible by 3. Must be divisible by 3. See that? Or you can go back to the divisibility test of 3 and see what we discussed. Otherwise, let us carry on. We have this question over here. We have this question here. Put one set of brackets in each calculation to make the answer correct. What we do, we do trial and improvement method. We have to generate some possibilities. Now, how many possibilities are we going to have? We are going to have almost 6 possibilities. Okay, let us see all the possibilities. We can find the first possibility, 4 plus 9 times 6 minus 4, and see if we are going to get 22. The first possibility is to put addition sign in brackets. That is first possibility. Second possibility is to put multiplication sign in brackets, which is 4 plus 9 times 6 minus 4 equals to 22. So second possibility is put multiplication sign into brackets. Third possibility is put subtraction sign in brackets. That will be 4 plus 9 times 6 minus 4 should be equal to 22. Third possibility is putting minus sign in brackets. Now, the fourth possibility will be putting both addition and the multiplication in brackets. That will be 4 plus 9 times 6 minus 4 equals to 22. Now, addition and multiplication should be in brackets. Another possibility will be putting multiplication, addition, multiplication in one bracket. Then the next possibility will be 4 plus 9 times 6 minus 4 equals to 22. Take these multiplication and subtraction, put them in the brackets. Do we have any other possibility? Let me check. Okay, no. So we have 5 possibilities. Good. Now let us see which possibility will give us the answer. Okay, to do it quickly, pull out the calculator and then do the first possibility is 4 plus 9, close brackets, then times 6 minus 4. What do you get? No, we are getting 74. Okay, go to next possibility, 4 plus, open brackets, 9 times 6, then minus 4. Nope, we don't get 22. Go to third possibility, we have 4 plus 9, then times, open brackets, 6 minus 4, close brackets. Yes, it's getting 22. So third possibility is giving us a correct answer. So there we stop. So the brackets will be between 6. Okay, the brackets will be here. Okay, good. So that is the end of this question. So the brackets will be there, and let us check if it will be correct. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 times 9 is 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. Okay, let us do B. How many possibilities will be there? We have 1, 2, 3, so there will be 5 possibilities. First possibility will be putting division sign in one bracket. So 24 divided by 12, this minus 8 plus 2. See if you get the answer 4. The next possibility will be putting subtraction sign in brackets. This will be 24 divided by 12 minus 8 plus 2. Now put second possibility would be subtraction to be put in brackets. Another one is 24 divide by 12 minus 8 plus 2 equals to 0, equals to 4. Another possibility will be keeping the addition sign in brackets. Fourth possibility will be 24 divided by 12 minus 8 plus 2. Check if it will give you equal to 4. Now this fourth possibility will be putting division and subtraction in one bracket like so. The fifth possibility will be 24 divided by 12 minus 8 plus 2. Check if it is going to give you 4. So then the fifth possibility will be putting both subtraction and addition in brackets. Okay. Now pull out the calculator and try. Which possibility is going to give you equal to 4? Try the first possibility, open the brackets. 24 divided by 12, close brackets, minus 8 plus 2. Check the answer. No, we are getting negative 4, but here it should be positive 4. So move on. We have 24 divided by, open brackets, 12 minus 8, close the brackets, plus 2. No, I'm getting 8. I'm supposed to get 4. Move on with third possibility. We have 24 divide by 12, then minus, open brackets, that will be 8 plus 2, close brackets. What did the answer? No, I'm getting negative 8. Then try the fourth possibility, open brackets, that will be 24 divided by 12 minus 8, close brackets, then add 2. What do you get? No, I'm getting negative 4. Try the last possibility. Automatically that will be correct. This is 24 divided by, that is 12 minus 8 plus 2, close brackets. It is equal to, see that? The last possibility will give you the correct answer. So here, the brackets, the question is put one set of brackets in each calculation to make the answer correct. So we got fifth possibility is correct, which is open the brackets here and close the brackets over here. Let's check it again. Let's check it again if it will be correct. Okay, we have 24 divided by, open brackets there, 12 minus 8 plus 2. See that? It is equal to, we are going to get 4. So our pair of brackets will be somewhere here. See that? Cool. I hope that helps. You can go to next question. Next question is tick all the correct statements about the number 6. Okay, about the number 6. 6 is a multiple of 12. 6 is a multiple of 12. No, 6 is not a multiple of 12. 6 is a factor of 18. Yes. 6 is a prime factor of 30. Prime factor. No. 6 is the common factor of 42. Let us see. Let us check. 42 divided by 6. What is the answer? The answer is not 8. The answer is 7. 60 divided by 6. The answer is 10. Okay, so 6 is a common factor of 42 and 60 because 42 is divisible by 6 and 60 is also divisible by 6. So 6 is a common factor of 42. Okay. 6 is the highest common factor. 6 is the highest common factor. 6 is the HCF of 24 and 36. Let us check. Factor 3 of 24, 2 times 12, 2 times 6, 2 times 3. So 24 equals to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. How about 36? 2 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 3. So 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay? HCF suggests highest common factor, and therefore look for common factors over here. We have 2, we have 2, we have 3. So HCF will be 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. So 6 is the highest common factor. The answer no. 6 is not the highest common factor. 12 is the highest common factor. Alright, so they said tick all the correct statements about the number 6. We have ticked over here, and you can check. Let me confirm. 42 divided by 6. Yep, the answer is 7. Alright, we have ticked all the correct statements about the number 6. Okay, then let us go to this question over here. We have how many minutes have gone? 51 minutes. Okay, let us pull up. Okay, the sum of the three numbers. Let me try to zoom out. Okay, right. The sum of the three numbers on each side of the triangle equals 100. Use the numbers 50, 59, 26, 24, and 15 to complete the diagram. Okay, let us start from this side of a triangle because one number is given. So if one number is given, let us take advantage of this number. Now, these three numbers, the sum of these three numbers should equal 100. But that number, this number is already given, 35. So what we do, we have to find other two numbers to be put here. So what we do, take 100, take away 35. What do you get? You get 65. So the two numbers we put here and here should give you a total of 65. Now, which two numbers gives you a total of 65? Which two numbers? Okay, 50 should be here, and 15 should be here, because these are the only numbers which will give you a total of 65. Okay, now we know the number over here, so we have to find out the number in these two boxes. Okay. But the idea is when you add these numbers, here, you must get 100. That's the concept behind it. Okay. Now let us try. This is already 15. So try to subtract 15 from 100. What do you get? This is 5. This is 5, this is 85. Okay, now choose from these two numbers. But remember 50 is already selected. So, and remember also 15 is also selected. So don't use them. Now from this list, which two numbers will add to 85? Let me check. 59, 26, yes. 59 plus 26 should give me 85, yes. So here I can put 59, and here I should put 26. Now automatically 59 is gone, 26 is gone. So automatically the remaining number will be 24. See that? Let me check. 50 plus 24 plus 26. 24 plus 26 is 50. 50 plus 50 is 100. Okay, do 26 plus 59. 26 plus 59, that will give you 85. 85 plus 15, that will give you 100. So done. As easy as that. Okay, then complete these calculations. 0.64 times which number equals 6040. Okay, let us do some calculation. 0.64, let me write properly. 0.64 times a certain number. Call this certain number y. Okay, times y. The answer should be 6040. Okay, so this will be 0.64y equals to 640 divided by 0.64 divided by 0.64. This will cancel. Y will be equal to what? Now, to save time, I already explained that. Let me use a calculator to save time. Okay, 640, but you can do it mentally, like as I have explained to you earlier. 640 divided by 0.64, you will get 1000. So 1000 is missing over here. So you write 1000. So here, if you don't want to use a calculator, you can just multiply by 100 up here. Multiply by 100. Why 100? Because we have two decimal places over here. So that will be 640, 00, and this will be 64. Cancel that, y will be equal to 1000. See that? Okay, so that will be 1000. What did the calculator give me? Yes, 1000. 1000. Okay, 400 divided by which number equals to 64? That you can do it just mentally. That will be divided by 100. That will give you 64. Which number times 100 will give you 6.4? Which number? So call it x. So x times 100 will be 100x equals to 6.4. Get the value of x, divided by 100, divided by 100. So x will be equal to 6.4 divided by 100. Take out the decimal place by multiplying by 10 here, by multiplying by 10. X will be equal to 64 over 1000. Did that? This will be equal to, if we write that as a decimal, this will be 123. So 0.064 will be the answer. And you can check that using a calculator. 0.064. We don't have any other question remaining. Let us push to next. Okay, to next question over here. Okay, how much time have we gone? Okay, still we have some more time. Use the information in the box. Use the information in the box to write down the value of each of the following. All right, we have 27.6 times 4.1. All right, all this question was done in the class. But if you did not understand well, you can refer to my previous videos. I have done a lot of questions of this type. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we have this question here. Put a ring around the calculations that have an answer greater than 42. All right, so put a ring around the calculator that have an answer greater than 42. All right. Put a ring around the calculator that have an answer greater than 42. 42 times 0 point, this will not be greater than 42. 42 divided by 0.18. Yes, this will be this will give you a number, or the answer greater than 42. 42 times 3 divided by 11, no. 42 divided by 5 over 8, yes, because this will be 42 times upside down. So 42 times 8, yes, this will give you the answer greater than 42. Let us check that. 42 times 8 divided by 5, yes. And how about 42 divided by 0.18? Yes, that is giving a number bigger than 42. Okay, let us complete these. Complete this multiplication grid. Right, we have this. We have 1.2 times 4 equals what? 1.2 times 4, it is 8, 4.8. So the answer here is 4.8. Okay, which number times 4 equals 1? Which number times 4 equals 1? This number will automatically be 1 over 4. Let us see, 1 over 4 times 4. Is this going to be equal to 1? Yes, by 4, 1, by 4, 1. So 1 times 1 is 1, so 1 equals to 1. So here, you write 1 over 4, or you can make it as a decimal. Okay, then do 1 over 4 times which number over here equals 0.3. 1 over 4 times which number over here equals to 0.3. So to get this number, multiply by 4 here, multiply by 4 here, this 4 will cancel. So this number here, which is missing, will be equal to 0.3 times 4. See that? This will be 12, carry 1, 4 times 0 is 0, so that will be 1.2 here. So 1.2 will be here. Now 1.2 times 1.2 times 1.2, ignore the decimal places, this will be 12 times 12, and this will be 144. 2 decimal places in total, so you put 1.44, will be somewhere there. Right, calculate the remainder when 3456 is divided by, okay, using long division method, 3456 divided by 7. Okay, you can do that using a calculator. Let me show you. This will be 3456 divided by 7. See the answer? Now let us put it to be in the form of mixed number. So this means the remainder will be 5. Okay, but let me show you without using a calculator. 6 divided by 7 is not possible. 34 divided by 7, yes. That comes to be by 4 here. This will be 28. Subtract, this will be 6. Right, and then drop 5. 65 divided by 7. That will be 8. 8 times 7 is 63. You see that? Okay, that correct? No. This is going by, okay, this we did by 4, and then this is by 9. 9 times 7 is 63. Subtract that, we are going to get, if we subtract over here, get 2, drop 6, that's 26. 26 divided by 7 is 3. 21. Subtract, and you can see that the remainder, calculate the remainder when, so this is the remainder. This is the remainder. So the remainder is 5. See that? Okay, we are done. Calculate the remainder when that is divided by 7. Okay, let's continue. All right. Here are the descriptions of two numbers. The smallest multiple of 5 greater than 100. The smallest multiple of 5 greater than 1000. So you take 1000, add 5, we are going to get 1005. So this number they are talking about is 1005. The largest multiple of 9 with 3 digits. Okay, any number with 3 digits divisible by 9, but the largest of all, that number would be 999. Okay. Now work out the difference between these two numbers. Okay, the difference will be 1005 minus 999. Okay, 5 minus 9 is not possible. Take 1 from here, this becomes 10. Take 1 from here, this becomes 9. Take out from here, this becomes 9. Then this becomes 15. 15 minus 9, that will be 6. 9 minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 9 is 0. So the difference is 6. You can check that using a calculator. That 1005 minus 999. So what is the answer? The answer is 6. So the difference over here, difference is 6. I hope that helps. Let us move on with this question over here. This question was done in class. Okay, so done in class. You can refer to what we discussed in class, get the hang of that. But otherwise, if you don't remember what we did, you can drop me a comment, or you can just drop me a message, and then I will come back to you. Okay, we have add together 5 and negative 1. Okay, 5 and negative 1. Add it together. 5 plus negative 1. Positive times negative is negative, so you have 5 minus 1. The answer is 4. Write 4 there. Add it together. Negative 2 and negative 3. Add it together. So negative 2 plus negative 3. Positive times negative is negative, so this will be negative 2 minus 3. So every single number here is negative, so even the answer will be negative. Then add these two numbers, 2 plus 3, the answer will be negative. 2 plus 3 is 5. So here you write negative 5. Okay. Now there is this question over here. Subtract negative 3 from. Don't do negative 3 minus 5. Don't do that. Subtract negative 3 from 5. That means 5 minus negative 3. But negative times negative is positive. So this will be 5 plus 3. The answer is 8. So you write 8 over there. Okay, the next page is... Okay, this page over here, let me check how many minutes have gone. Okay, we still have time. Okay, draw rings around the cube numbers. Okay, cube numbers, I taught you in the previous videos, draw rings around all the cube numbers. Okay, do you have a number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you 6? No, so 6 is not a cube number. Do you have a number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you 8? Yes. So 8 is a cube number because 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. So 8 is a cube number. Do you have a 9? Do we have a number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you 9? No. Do you have a number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you 36? No. Do we have a number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you 64? Yes. You can refer to cube numbers and see that 64 is a cube number, but otherwise there is a number 4 which when multiplied by itself 3 times will give you 64. So in that case 8 is a cube number. Why? 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Also 64 is a cube number. Why? 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. See that? Cool, yeah? Work out this calculation over here. Refer to bead mass. Bead mass and board mass are the same. Bead mass suggests brackets first, followed by powers, or we call it indices, then division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Okay, do we have brackets? Yes, we do, but inside the brackets, be careful, we have powers. So first, before you think of multiplying, do that power. So this will be 360 divided by 5 times 2 square is 4 minus 10. We are still with brackets, so 360, okay, sorry, let me write it properly. This will be 360 divided by, we are still inside the brackets, multiply, before you subtract, this will be 20 minus 10, and then subtract in brackets, this will be 360 divided by 20 minus 10 is 10. 360 divided by 10 is 36. Okay, so done. The answer is 36. Write a number in the box to make this calculation correct. Okay, so the missing number, take that as a letter and then continue. So we have 23 plus 4 times y equals to 51. Don't do 23. Don't do 23 times 4 because this you have to refer to board mass. Don't do 23 plus 4. First multiply before you add. So do 4 times y. So this will be 23 plus 4 times y is 4y. That equals to 51. 23, move it here on that side. Now, because this is positive 23, because this is positive 23, when it goes on the other side, it will be minus. It will be minus. It will be negative. So this will be 4y equals to 51 minus 23. 4y equals to 51 minus 23, that will be 51 minus 23, that will be 8, that will be 28. You can check that using a calculator, but I hope everything is fine. So I'm looking for how much y is. I have to divide by 4, divided by 4. That will be y equals to 28 divided by 4 is 7. See that? So the missing number over here is 7. Because 4 times 7 is 28. 28 plus 23, 28 plus 23, that will be 51. Hope that helps. Then we are in this page here. We are in this page. Oh wow, same story. Okay, just be careful. This we have 2.3 squared minus negative 2.3 to the power of 2. Don't do negatives times negative. No. First, work out this power. These powers, make them work out these powers. So 2.3 squared means 2.3 times 2.3 minus negative 2.3 square means minus negative 2.3 square means negative 2.3 times negative 2.3. That is what it means. So 2.3 times 2.3. Do that using a calculator. 2.3 times 2.3. See that? I'm getting 5.29. So 5.29 minus, then do negative 2.3 times negative 2.3. Negative 2.3, sorry, negative 2.3 times negative 2.3. The answer is 5.29. So the answer is 5.29. Why is it coming to be positive? Because negative times negative is positive. Now negative times positive, that would be negative times positive, that would be negative. Now negative how much? 5.29. So the answer here, 5.29 minus 5.29 minus 5.29, the answer is 0. The number minus itself equals 0. Right, and let me check properly that question. Yes. So the answer is 0. Or you can check your answer using a calculator, like so. We have typed the numbers over here. 2.3 square minus, open the brackets, then in negative 2.3 close bracket, then square. See that? Alright, so that equals 0. You can see that equals 0. So we are done. Okay, how much time has gone? 1 hour 16 minutes is okay. Let me push it to 1:40, 1 hour 40 minutes. Write a negative number in each box to make the calculation correct. Okay, write a negative number. Write a negative number in each box to make the calculation correct. So here there are so many possibilities. One can be negative 2 times negative 9. The answer will be positive 18. Or somebody may write negative 3 times negative 6. Still the answer is 18. Write a negative number in each box to make. Or another one can write negative 1 times negative 18. The answer is positive 18. Do we have another possibility? Nope. Just like that. Okay, the next question is this one over here. Let me try to zoom in. Make it like so. Okay, Saki has 1,865 apples. She packs them into crates. Each crate can hold 48 apples. Okay, each crate. So that means one crate can hold 48 apples. And Saki has 1865 apples. So the question is, work out the largest number of crates that she can fill completely. So just write here X crates, then cross multiply. Okay, sorry for that. So cross multiply, this will be 48 times the X is 48X. 1 times that will be 865. I'm looking for how much X is. Divided by 48. Divided by 48. Okay, pull out your calculator and do 1865 divided by 48. The answer will be 38 point. Okay, so the number of crates, which is X, will be 38 point. Okay, 38.85. 38.85. Okay, now the question is, work out the largest number of crates that she can fill completely. Pick up the whole number. That is your answer. So Saki can completely fill only 38 crates. The whole number. Okay? Now, don't say 38 plus 1 extra, because 1 extra crate will not be filled completely. Because the question is, work out the largest number of crates that she can fill completely. So she can only fill 38 crates. Okay, we don't need 1 extra because the other extra crate will not be completely filled up. All right, let us see the next question. Zoom out that, make it 100%, yes. Okay, here is the rule for these number grids. It says add the 2 top numbers to get the number below it. Okay, add the 2 top numbers to get the number at the bottom. Okay, this is the example, so it is a cool example. Then let us see this. Complete these grids. The idea is add these 2 numbers to get the number at the bottom. See that? Negative 8 plus a certain number equals -3. In other words, to find this number, do the number at the bottom, which is -3, minus the number at the top, like so. So -3, -10, negative is positive, 8. Switch these numbers like so. This will be 8 minus 3. The answer is 5. See that? So the answer here is 5. And you can try to check. -8 plus 5, the answer will be -3. Okay. Add the two top numbers to get the number below it. Okay. The two top numbers are 1/8, 1/8 plus 3/4. Adding fractions, find the LCM of 8 and 4. I taught you how to find the LCM of numbers, so the LCM of 8 and 4 you can check, but the answer will be 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, 8 divided by 4 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6. So 1 plus 6 is 7/8. So the answer here is 7/8. I hope that helps. Then we can go to the last page. Good. The last page for this worksheet is this. A teacher asking her class to work out the answer to 8 plus 12 divided by 4. Mike says the answer is 5. He is wrong. Explain why Mike is wrong. Right, let us check. But let us check the correct answer before we judge where Mike went wrong. Okay, suppose this is your question. You want to do this question. I taught you bit mass in my recent videos that before you think of adding, think of dividing first. So 12 divided by 4, 12 divided by 4, that is 3. Okay, add it to 8. So 8 plus 3, that will be 11. Okay, now, Mike says the answer is 5. He is wrong. Explain why Mike is wrong. Let me check where Mike is wrong. Oh, okay. So, Mike is wrong because Mike is wrong. See, this is our correct answer. Now, Mike is wrong because Mike did not use board mass. See that? I always tell you that when you have 2 or more operations, remember to use board mass. Now, Mike did not use board mass. Let me show you what Mike did. Mike did 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12, Mike got 20. And then Mike divided by 4. So divided by 4, the answer is 5. So this is what Mike has done. So explain why Mike is wrong. Okay. Now explanation will be Mike is wrong. Explain why. Is wrong because he didn't use odd ones. As simple as that. The question is, explain why Mike is wrong. Mike did not use odd ones. Here is a division. One digit is missing. Work out the digit that is missing. Okay. If this question comes in paper 2, you are good to go with a calculator. Do 7.1 divided by 8, and you'll get 0.8875. So you'll get 0.88. So the missing number here is 8. Now suppose this question comes in paper 1, where we don't use a calculator. How will you do that? If this question comes in paper 1, in which we don't use a calculator, don't panic. What we do is take this division, 7.1 divided by 8. Set this as a fraction first. This is 7.1 over 8. And then take one decimal place here. Take out this one decimal place by multiplying by 10. By 10 over here. 7.1 times 10, that will be 71. Refer to my previous explanation. And the 8 times 10 is 8. Now, take your time to do long division method. So take your time to do long division method. See that? Cool, yeah? So 71 divided by 8. 71 divided by 8 is not possible. Put 0 over here. Add one more 0. 710 divided by 80. That will be by 9. That will be 72. Try 8 here. That will be 640. Subtract. See the remainder. 0. 11 minus 4. That will be 7. Okay, the remainder is 70. Add one more 0, becomes 700. Same over here. Put 8 times there, you get 640. Check the remainder. 700 minus 640. The remainder is 60. 60 divided by 8 is not possible. Put one more 0. The answer becomes 600 divided by 80. By 8, 640 by 7. Yep. Put 7 over here. Put 7 over here. 7 times 80 will be 560. Subtract over here. This will be 0. 40. 40, add more 0. This will be 5. 5 times 80 will be 400. When you minus here, the remainder is all the way 0. Okay, so what is the missing digit? You can see that the missing digit is 8. See? I hope that helps. And this marks the end of our worksheet. So thank you very much for being with me. And once again, this video is helpful to students of Year 7, Year 8, and Year 9 who are looking towards sitting for checkpoint exam, which is offered by Cambridge. Okay, and this checkpoint exam is usually done in every month of April of every single year. Now, bye-bye for now. Thank you very much for being with me, and thank you very much for, being cooperative with me by, subscribing these videos, hit the likes, and give some more comments for my 8 consecutive videos. Bye-bye for now. May God bless you. Amen.